Well, did we come back? I don't know if we come back or not. It might have started a whole new stream. Well, are we there? Not seeing anything. Let me go to live and let me see what we got here. Are we back? And I'm back. Well, I got to restart this. Hold on. So I'm going to have a 2-part stream. Have no idea. Went in there and restarted my modem, and guess what? We're back. It just takes so long that, you know, it looks like it stayed on the same stream, but I don't think so. I don't know. I'm sitting here. I see 0. I go in there. I got 2. My lights are green on my modem, but guess what? Nothing. They really screwed the lines up the other day, and I think that's what it is. They've introduced some errors, and I'm going to go back to restarting my modem every 10 minutes or whatever. Just pisses you off, you know. So we'll see. We'll see what we get. I don't understand, but we're here. We're back. Sorry. Let me turn my chat off and turn it back on. Go to properties. May have to change it here. Refresh. There we go. Now we're back. Lost all that chat. Not the same chat. No, it's not. You're right. So, there we go. Yeah, and I probably need to do that. I need to write a script to do it like every day. Because basically what this used to have, and now it's telling me my stream is bad. But hopefully I'm back at about what I was at. There we are. Health is good now at 10:10. Sorry about that. No, I've got a completely different chat, David. Let me see if I go over here to my video manager, if it's actually going to split this into video or not. Let me see. Well, yeah, it says it's processing. So this will be part 2. Let me go to edit and see if it'll, yeah, pt.1. We're going to do that. pt.1. Alright, so we'll continue morning coffee where we're at, and I don't know. I really don't know. Let me see. Yeah. Let me refresh this page. Make sure it didn't rename this one. No, it didn't. So we are on the Hypercube Evo part 2. And if I go to stream now, I can change this to part 2, and we'll be good to go where we are. Let's go to pt.2. I hate that. Got notified of a new stream. Kicked you to a replay of the stream. Yeah, sorry AJ, sorry about that. I don't know. My comment got a heart from Chris Riley. Are you here yet? He didn't even show up this morning. He don't like drinking coffee with us. Nah, he does. He's been busy. Well, I'm glad most of you, if not all of you, came back, and I appreciate that. Sorry about that. Y'all all know about my internet. Y'all know how this works. I live in the sticks, so anything can and will happen as it is. He's back in the chat again. He's back. I am no Aerosmith, that is for sure. So, we're still moving along, and the stringing, as you can see, this was the original Benchy that Chris and I did, and you see the string. So, you see the stringing here. This was the Benchy that we did on the build, and you can see the live stringing back there. So what happened, I don't know. I mean, basically what happens is, what used to happen was my modem would build up errors. Well, then it just stops transmitting once it gets so many errors. So I hear you, Edge. That's it, Edge. But we did this Benchy, and Chris did it with a default slice. There's no knocking Chris for it. But I'm up to 6.1. Yes, mine's claimed. That's what it is. Just make sure whatever name you want is what you claim, Brian Vines. So if you want it /BV3D, then that's what you need. No, it does not. It does not. That is your channel ID, basically. Sweet, David Olson. I'm glad. I hope the sizing and all that was good. But yeah, no, that doesn't do that. Let me see. Looks too hot also. Really? You think so? What's it at? That's at 210. It shouldn't be too hot. Badger H. Yeah, I don't know then. Alright. Yeah, there is a /C before the name. That's true. Yeah, no, David, I was absolutely... Ed 3350. Wait a minute. I'm lost. Oh, the old one. Yeah, it may be. I don't know. I don't think so. I used his exact profile. All I did was change the stringing. The retraction settings is really all I changed. Yeah, David, I was happy with the shirt. Sorry, Ed 3350. I live in the sticks and my internet is not the most reliable thing. And how long ago was it, guys? I can't remember. A week ago, they cut the lines completely in two with an auger about a mile from my house. So since then, I have been having to reset my modem on a regular basis because it introduced errors into the line, or noise, which causes errors in the modem. So yeah, that's what happened. I'm pretty sure that's what happened because all I did was restart my modem and lo and behold, everything came back just like it wanted to. So sorry about the mix up, sorry about the hiccup, sorry about the, I get sorry about all that crap. So but the benchy is looking good, guys. I mean, that is it's a fantastic looking benchy. Cannot knock it for sure. So, but we're back up and running. Says we're good. Health is good. 720 is the normal. And mostly. Yeah, 720. 720 is where it's running. It's what it says. Got a good 720p stream going, which is awesome. Happy with that. Just so y'all know, I have to say this. 34 more subscribers and we get to give away a Star Trek ship because I will have reached my 500 mark. Hey, there you go. That was perfect, Brian Vines. Well, no, Ed 3350, the Discord is for the Kuntry Klub. You as subscribers, after the show, I get on there and we have a chat. And it's a little more... Is candid the right word? Because you don't have the... Put it this way, Discord is NSFW. It's not safe for work. Say that. Cool, Alien 3D. So yeah, no, it's not. It has nothing to do with the video. Matrix has a problem with his chat. So sometimes, it would be good if I could talk in there and he could listen. Be more like a podcast for him then, because he has an issue with streaming. There you go. More free language choice. And that's what the Discord is for. It's for more interaction with you guys to me and you guys with each other. You can post prints there. You can post, you know, printers you're building. You can ask questions there. All types of stuff. And not only that, when I normally do interviews, I'll have a live call-in. As a matter of fact, I'm going to bring that back for Alien 3D. I'm going to have the live call-in. And I use Discord. You can get on the Discord and ask him directly on my video your question. So that's what I use it for. That's correct. What's up, 3D Gusner? How are you, my friend? And Sonic Alchemy, I didn't tell you good morning. Good morning, James. How are you? Haven't seen Shom this morning. Hope he's doing good. Did you miss something? Sure you missed something. You missed the stream jacking up and all that stuff. You know how it goes. It is. But 34 more subscribers and we get to give away a ship. And my wife's like, well, you better make sure my name's in the list. I said, you can't win. That's just not right. That's correct, Slug. He identifies as a goat. Morning, Rover. I miss you coming in too. Oh, there you are. Hit the like button again. That's right. If you haven't clicked like on this video, it's a new video. So click like on this one too. There you go. If you don't like it, leave me a thumbs down and tell me why. Tell me why haven't I heard from you? Why haven't I heard from you? Tell me why. And if you want to hear from me after the show, we will be doing the Discord chat for a short bit of time. I've got some rods to cut today for a build we're going to do tomorrow. The Hypercube Evo starts tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning. I'm not singing that. No music. You keep that music gif of the music emoji like right there, don't you? But no, gonna cut the rods. We're gonna start in the morning by laying all the parts out, doing a thing. No, this was not a power outage issue. This was me unplugging the printer because I wanted to stop the print and start it back later. So the power off resume did not function. It's not a power outage issue. Well, I guess it would be since I outed the power, but it wasn't like a brownout issue. This was me wanting a pause with no heat. So I wanted to pause the print with no heat whatsoever. Yeah, deliberate power outage. There you go. Go ahead. Ask a question. As long as it's a clean one. You know how that works, Bo. Go right ahead, buddy. But that was it, 3D Gusner. It was not a power outage issue. I was going to use the Power Panic as a pause and resume, which I have done several times on older firmware in the past. This one did the exact same thing that it did before. I don't know. You'd have to, when that question pops up, anybody's welcome to answer that. There you go, Rob. I guess that's true. I don't know. That's a question beyond my knowledge, which it doesn't take much to do. But as you can see, at 6.1, the Ender 3 retraction is much, much better. Heat's the same. Motion's the same. Everything is the same, except I had a layer shift on this one, which could have been due to a belt being a little bit loose. I fixed that. This one is printing nice and straight and pretty, but it is not stringing nearly as bad. Yeah, I saw that earlier. I did read that. Matrix, I'm sorry that I didn't respond to that. You are correct. I did see it. Let me go back up here. And if you see it pop up in the chat. Where was it at? It was in the old chat, was it? No, right there. Your video's good for the most part. It's the damn chat that doesn't work half the time. And then you said it again. I got you. That doesn't work on YouTube. You are correct. Well, and that 3D Gusner we talked about earlier, that's what we were talking about with features, because it would be great if you had a... No, there's absolutely no... You can see it behind me or above me or like right there. It's right there. Live printing. No layer shift. It worked perfectly. But yeah, 3D Gusner, we actually talked about that earlier. About it being right at the stinking limits of everything it's doing. Because it would be great to have a pause that cuts off your heat. And then resume later. Because I didn't want to have to stay up. People were saying, hey, can we turn the beep off on the filament change? Because my filament ran out. And that's why I wanted to pause the print. Because I was using sample rolls to print, because I had a bunch of the gold happen samples, and I wanted to print this with the gold happen. So I started to print, and when I went to bed at 1 o'clock this morning, I just unplugged the printer, which I have done several times, to pause the print. You know, when I plugged it in, it said, okay, let's resume. It heated up. It moved back to that spot. It lost the file name and the percentage, and it did. Done that. I melt hot glue in the buzzer. Yeah, I bet. Is that on a Mark III? Yeah, no, Gusner, and I completely agree. When I got the Mark II firmware to work with the 12864, and I got it to work. It works good, but yeah, it's still going, Scalda. The problem with it is that to put it in there without taking a lot of stuff out, it reaches the limit really quickly, So yeah, that was an issue for sure. So anyway. Well, I hear my dad cranking up. Maybe he might come over here because he knows it's after 10. But no, the Benchy's printing really good. I'm very, very happy with the Ender print. And y'all can see that there's no... But I don't have a finished one. I want a completed Benchy on the Ender. And I don't have one because I tried the Power Panic and it didn't work either. I'm just having issues with Power Panic. That's it. And I've got to get in touch with Microsoft today and say, give me my money back because I didn't use your server. Okay, I can disconnect that. Yeah. Yeah, my my uplink is doing about 1.7 kilobits, so I'm doing 1.7 megabits, sorry. I saw that. Actually, it didn't eat your print. It cooked you some nice plastic spaghetti. So you could eat this morning. I'm going to have some leftover chicken and dumplings for lunch today. I am. Yep, we got, I don't know, we got a few more minutes. So, we're just going, we're basically just sitting here. Yeah, maybe Gusner, maybe. No, that's fine, John Mac. I understand. But I do need to get in touch with them because I turned this off, and I'd have to go back and look. But I turned it off because this says 511 to 610, but I'm pretty sure that I turned it off before 511. So there's absolutely no way I used any computing power. It may have been like 512 or 513, but in 2 days, I used $60 worth of friggin' 379.98 billable units. I don't think so. Bad brain, bad. Go to the corner. But yeah, Sonic, that would probably work. That probably would. I didn't even think about it, but the Power Panic has always worked before. So that's something they do need to look at. Because that's something that people rely on, you know? And I think I figured out my APC issues because I had something plugged into the master switch, into the master plug spot. So when I would cut it off, it was cutting the other power off, which is weird, but it's what it was doing, I guess. We don't need no plastic. Let the mother sag. Well, it wouldn't be so bad, Mike Whaley, and I wouldn't fuss about it. But right now, it's $63 that I can't afford. As I told you the other day with the battery, it's money I can't afford to spend right now for the Earth trip coming up. That's correct, Brian Vines. You are correct. But I think that was my issue. Is that when that printer would go off, it would shut the rest of it off. That looks like a layer shift to me right there. That really does. And there's no reason for a layer shift. I mean, it's been printing smooth forever up to here, and then could be the model. I don't know. Because it's printing smooth as silk. I mean, you can see that. But it does look like the wheelhouse is a little wavy. I don't know. Or it could just be my eyes. That could be a little zit on the print. I have to get it off and see because it doesn't look like the back did it. It only looks like the front. So, I don't know. Looks like we were starting to print some smokestack there. No, I get that, Brian Vines, but if you look at the front corner, if you look at the very front corner of the Benchy, right below the top down there, about where it started the back end, that it looks like there's a little kick out there. Yeah, you see the nub? That's what I was talking about. That's what I didn't understand, but we'll see. Because the roof does kick out a little bit at the front, as you can see. Oh, well, it's in this model as well. It did the exact same thing. So it may be in the slicer in the model. It's got, if I hold this to camera, you can see right below at the same exact height, it's got that little nub there. So that may be, let me go grab another Benchy. Hold on, I'll be right back. Here's one here. This one doesn't have it. The 250 doesn't have it, but they were sliced in different slicers as well. Watch out, Brian Vines. That's getting a little personal there, buddy. Only my wife gets to do that. That may be AJ. That's what I'm thinking too. A start stop, but it's on both sides of this one. So. What's really amazing here, and I will tell y'all half of what ties up my stream and my internet is that scrolling bar, the chat, the pop-up, subscriber pop-up, the subscriber count. All of those are using internet to get it from Streamlabs, and I know they're not very big. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that that's the complete cause of some of my internet slowdowns, but I'm not just pulling video. I've got Discord open over here. I've got YouTube and Google Chrome open over here. So that's part of my problem. with some of is that I'm doing other things besides just streaming. I think that I would have more success if I was just streaming. But it's really funny because the Streamlabs version of my chat is ahead of my chat window this morning, which is never the case. This is always a couple of seconds ahead of this one, but this morning this one's ahead of it by a couple of seconds. Sometimes as much as 5, which is weird. It's like YouTube is having issues this morning for sure. No, Joe Paddock, and I actually thought about that. Yeah, that's. I'd have to have a few more Patreon subscribers because it's $75 a month to get the second line in here, and then I could run just this off of one line, and then I would worry about nothing. Then my wife could sit in there, they could stream and do all that. I could put a modem right in here and just plug it straight into this computer. So that wouldn't bother me at all. It would, because then sharing files would be a pain, but I could figure that out. Party on, subscribers. That's right, the Patreon link is below, you know. Dual WAN router, yeah. That's another expense there, John Mack. You got to remember, I don't have your money. Dual network. There you go, Michael Castle. That's just a lot of work, man. Come on, really? One network with 2 separate gateways. That's true. You can do that. You can do that. That would be awesome. And Joe Paddock, where do you live? Don't you live in Michigan or Ohio? No, you're in Michigan or something, ain't you? Michigan. Yeah. Y'all are too far to drive down here and show me how to segment my network, because I'm not a network guy. I'd have to like Google it and learn something, and y'all want me to learn? Really? And besides, like I said, it would take quite a few Patreon subscribers to get that. So if everybody on here that's not already subscribed to Patreon goes and does, you know, the $2 a month or $3 a month Patreon, then we could probably do that. The $5 or $10 would be better. You know, 20 bucks would be good. Genie, Network Genie on the PC you're messing with to prioritize. Well, and like I said, though, give me something. I got plenty to do, Rover. Plenty to do. It was $12,000 for cable access. You are correct. Extreme Network Makeover, Country Club Edition. You're right there, John Mack. Like I don't have enough to do, Rover. I've got 9 days to build a Hypercube Evo out of extrusions and with no instructions. So we're going to do that. We're going to do this thing. I've always said 3D printers aren't that complicated, but the Hypercube Evo is a little different than a Cartesian. Cartesian printers are not complicated. Deltas are a little more complicated, and the Core XY stuff, the Hypercube, is even more so to me. You get better streams, yeah. If everybody, you know, goes and subscribes at $20 a month, then we can do this full time, and this will be my job. My wife can carry insurance, and we'll just continue to do this. No problems whatsoever. You know, it's just $1 a day to support one of those starving children. Get her done. You gotta say it right, Rover. Gotta get it right. We got smokestack going on. Let me tilt the camera up just a little bit so we can catch the There we go. Well, poke on, that would be great. Smokestack. But like I said, that, you know, that's just the way it is. We want a full-time job, then I got to have at least, you know, half-time pay. He's a Midwesterner. Smokestack is coming. Almost there. How about that? Only 30 minutes late, and I got a part 2. Got a 2-part video for morning coffee this morning. Oh, it's starting to expand. Starting to put the cap out there. I have to say, the damn thing prints really well. Not surprised. From what I understand, the Creality printers work really well. So, not surprised at all. And while this is finishing, I will take the time to point back down below and say, hey, the links are down below. If you want to support the channel, you want us to continue what we're doing, support it. And we'll continue doing it because I will absolutely do it. Set up more webcams for other subscription levels. I can do that. No, that's, Bo, I don't have any problem with that. None whatsoever. It's not that, man. Really not. Because I think they do that because they don't want to. I don't think they do it because it's a cost thing. I don't think it's going to cost them, you know, $12,000 to run, you know, 3/4 of a mile of cable. Basically, they just run the cable and tack it to the light poles. I mean, it's not going to cost $12,000 for that much cable. I think the reason is they don't want to. They don't want to support it when there's only one person. I know, Brian Vines, I know. Oh, there's stringing there. There is stringing there. 3D Tobaculi. There is stringing, absolutely stringing there. So, but it's not near what it was on this one. This is my comparison. So, there we go. Let's get her off the build plate, shall we? Much, much improved. Now, you can see the stringing, okay? That was with 6.1 retraction. Oh, get over here. Let me turn off this other camera. Hold on. Alright, so, there. This is with 6.1 retraction. And you can see the stringing that it did there. Okay? But as far as a benchy goes, you know, they don't get much better than that. Let me see if I see. No real ghosting, no nothing. Now it's hard to see. The letters are perfect in the bottom, but this clear blue filament doesn't do it justice. Because I'm not going to. When I can get your other account undone, then I will do that. Until then, no. Joe Paddock, I can give you the settings. I can give you the... This is for the Prusa edition of Slick 3R. Okay, that's what this is for. And it may be 3D Matter Makers. You may be right. I may be able to drop that by 5 degrees. And I may do that right now in just a minute. And just let that run. And check it. And then we can do a comparison. But that's... This is a... Other than that, it's a perfect benchy. The bridging on the roof is perfect. I'm not... I don't know if y'all can or not. I'm not seeing any ghosting around the portholes. I'm not seeing any of that. No ringing effect. The bridging across the window, it could do a little better. So that may be, it may be a little too hot. You may be right. So this is great. Well, Mr. Butcher, I understand that. Did I speed up retraction? No, I left it, I think at 80. Here, let me pull it up and I'll tell you. I can tell you what the retraction settings are. Yeah, no, it is quite good. It is I dare say one of the best benchies I've ever printed. No doubt. I mean, the overhang is, well, it's perfect. I mean, you guys can see, maybe, if I get it in the right place, this is perfect overhang. It's took 3 hours. Well, you need to do something different. Okay, so on my, hold on, printer settings, extruder 1, I have a 6.1 length. The lift is 0.7. The retraction speed is 80. 0 de-retraction speed. 0 on the extra length on restart. 1 millimeter of travel after. Retract on layer change is checked. Wipe while retracting is checked. And retract amount before wipe is 0%. So that's I can speed up. I think it's at 100% though. I really do. Let me go to cooling. Yeah, it's at 100%. Disable the fan for first layer and then 100% after that. So, but yeah, it's very good. My print settings. Let me go. Where's the speed? Hold on, I'm getting there. Speed. This was at 60 millimeters a second, not 50. I think I said 50 earlier. This is 0.2 layer height. 0.2. So, yeah. Yeah, this is not Simplify 3D, Joe. This is the Prusa Edition Slick 3R, which you can download and does a good job. So, yeah, I think I'm going to up this to 7 on the retraction. Or, you know, leave it where it's at and cool it down a little bit. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you sticking around through the hiccup. I do. I really do. Thank you. It's been a great day. You know how to end this. Tell everybody bye. Treat each other as you want to be treated. Be nice to each other, or try to. Try to most of the time. I try to. But it's been a great stream. Hour and 46-ish minutes minus 5 because of, you know, the skip. But everybody have a great day. And I will see you in the Discord in just a few seconds. But for right now, we're going to end with my Patreons. And if you want to do that, you know where it's at. So we'll see you there in the Discord.